Boom.
Got my phone. Yes, what's good, everybody? You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. Clout Chaser's back. Cut me in, I bleed subscribers. Quick shout out to do. Shout out to Eddie, who I met today in Wetherby. Nice man. Unhappy with the performance at the weekend, as I'm sure we all are. So, quick shit vid. Poor performance. Sloppy goals. Cooper's come into a lot of flack. I don't think it's just Cooper's fault. I know I've tried to defend Cooper on this channel quite a lot. Always. I just think there's always a fall guy. I appreciate it was a poor performance. But everybody were pretty poor. We were poor at back. Don't work with Struick and Cooper. That partnership's never worked. The whole thing about being two left-back centre-backs, I know it looks awkward, but it's only as awkward as having two right-footed centre-backs, which is also a thing, but nobody seems to care about. But Struick and Cooper don't work, and when you've got Rodon on bench, you know, I'd personally go with Cooper and Rodon, and I know everybody just says Struick, but I think Struick can be hit and miss himself, to be fair, and a bit cumbersome at times. I tried to say last week for a bit to keep a bit of calm after the game, Watford game, which was obviously mint, one of the best performances I've seen since Bielsa days, which is awesome. But I did try and say, like, mention Rutter. I thought Rutter were poor, even though he has good moments, and people think it's flashy, and it's like, you know, he has a good moment, and people think that's a good performance. But there's a lot of things where he's throwing his arms up in air. I'm not having a go at Rutter, by the way. This is what I tried to say last week. It was quite a poignant moment with Dan James when Dan James messed up and Rutter threw his arms up in air, and 5 minutes prior there was quite an easy ball onto Dan James and Rutter pinged it out of play and not a peep out of Dan James. It's like, it's not beneficial when you're getting battered, is it really? Because although I didn't think Southampton brought a great deal, you know, 3-0's 3-0 at half time. But Rutter's going to have some sensational games in and he's going to have some really poor games and, you know, some average games, some 6 out of 10 games. Consistency truly is the hardest thing in football. I'm glad we've got a game on Wednesday, which I'm expecting a big reaction of. QPR, they're 22nd in league. They haven't started very well. I do think it was just a blip at the weekend. If we'd have taken what we've got in the past few games, I think we'd have gone with it. It's just nature at beast that we've fallen off a cliff a bit. It's gonna happen as well throughout the season. There's going to be some big shock results. It's that type of a league, isn't it? Farke was he stuck up for us quite a bit, and he got a bit of flack as well for not making a sub at half time. But I'm all for that. I think later on in the season you start making some big moves, some big changes at half time if we're playing poorly. But I think it's a bit much to just throw them under the bus when it's taken us a little bit of time to get this level of not consistency up. But you know, we've played well, haven't we? A lot of clean sheets, look good going forward. So it's one of them. It's a blip. Looking forward to Wednesday, as I say. Big reaction, QPR there for beating every team. This is the good thing about the league, the good and the bad, because obviously when you get beat, it's ugly. But the good and the bad is that you do expect to win every game. So when we're losing, you get beat Southampton. This time last year, we'd have expected to be beaten by Southampton, but we're going into these games assuming that we're going to win. So, and people get a bit carried away, as me and my man Eddie were saying today, you know, saying that all they can see is a 5-0 win for Southampton and stuff. I also think everybody gets a bit ahead of themselves with Farke. I think he started really well, and I really like him. But you know, the idea that we've finally found the man to take Bielsa's spot. It just everybody gets too carried away too quickly. Farke's got it. I do believe he's got it, and he's going to get us up. We're 9 points off second. With obviously we're so early on in the season. Yeah. Proper mint news this, so funny. So the bookmakers have been going on about January signings, and Harry Maguire has been linked with Leeds United, which is just so funny. Harry Maguire and Kevin Phillips, fucking hell, that would be a throwback. Would Kevin Phillips still get you some goals? That's what I'm thinking. A goal machine for Sunderland. But Calvin Phillips has also been linked with us. I have literally heard it all now. What a world we live in. If you want to support me, I have a brand new video out that is not out yet. It's unreleased, but you boys and 3 or 4 girls that watch this channel can view it. The link's below. If you click it, go give us a comment. It's much appreciated because the YouTube algorithm don't like me that much over there. So yes, take it easy, everybody. I'll speak soon.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch.
promises. You do you and I'll do me, that's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised, that's why I ask no